The long and winding road to the World Series is finally in the home stretch. In the American League, it's Game 3 with Boston taking on Detroit at 4 today. In the National League, St. Louis takes on the Dodgers at 8.
Yeah, the best of the best will face off next week in the World Series. And while people all across the country will unite in their great love of America's favorite pastime and the hot dog. Welcome Charlotte Today producer Allison Andrews, who's found some unique ways to spruce up your hot dogs. Who are you rooting for?
I'm taking a very unbiased position.
Or is it just because this is what you found in your you just happened to find this or borrowed this from somebody?
You can make the judgment that you want to make.
All right.
All right, so everybody has their favorite hot dog, but you know, that kind of goes hand in hand with the baseball thing. So you've got the Carolina dog with slaw, you can do the chili dog, you got the Chicago style diehards. These, I'm going to bet you've never heard before. We found them in Women's Day magazine.
Okay.
And they're really easy to throw together and pretty creative. So the first one is a white bean and sweet pepper salsa. So you take half a can of white beans.
Drained and rinsed, I'm sure, probably.
Drained and rinsed. You've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a tablespoon of white vinegar, white wine vinegar. A little pepper. It recommended a pepperdew pepper because it's a little sweeter. I couldn't find one. So we're going with small mini bell peppers. I used an orange and a red. Also called for scallion. Yeah, I couldn't find that either. So we're going with some green onion instead, which also works in a pinch, and a little bit
You couldn't find scallion?
No. Well, it was late last night.
All right.
I had to find a T-shirt to wear for this segment.
All right.
And then and a pinch of salt and pepper. All this, you know, you need a little salt and pepper.
Yes.
Give it a good flavor there. That might be more than a pinch, but.
So changing out those ingredients, you really don't know how this is going to taste.
Not at all. No, but it still sounds pretty good and it looks pretty, right?
Colleen, try it.
It looks pretty good.
You try it. I'm not going to try it.
I'm sure it's good.
So we're going to take that. And that's for the first one. And this I just put on a regular dog. You know, when you go to the section, you can get so much. I mean, you've got the chicken sausages, the sweet sausages, the hot sausages, regular hot dogs. So there you go. There's your first one.
That looks so pretty. I love that, Elsa. Okay,
if you like Franken beans, you got it all on the same bun.
There you go. Okay, the next one is a creamy celery apple salsa. This uses 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise.
Okay.
1 teaspoon of grain, stone ground mustard. Yep. A teaspoon of lemon zest.
That leftover mayo you can put in your hair and it'll deep condition it.
Exactly.
That's what we told you earlier in the show.
It's multifunctional.
If you're disgusting.
We've got a little bit of a lemon juice, a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm going to mix this up a little bit before we put the rest of this in here, just for good measure. This is a 4th cup of parsley, so it's a lot of parsley.
Oh.
Half of a Granny Smith apple.
Okay.
This one's going to be a little bit sweet.
And 1 stalk of celery. Okay?
See, Allison, you're right. We've never heard of these things before.
Right. I think they look good though.
They do
actually.
actually. They look,
and they're pretty easy. And
yes.
So there we go.
Is this a regular hot dog?
This is a sweet Italian sausage.
Okay.
Here.
Was that what Women's Day recommended?
And this is the recipe as it called for. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't do any crazy substitutions.
You know, I don't cook that way. I follow the recipe.
I know you are a recipe follower.
I'm a recipe follower.
You don't ever substitute?
Because I tend to be a little OCD, I like measurements and I like exact ingredients and I like right down to the last detail.
So there's that one.
That looks really good.
All right, I'm going to trade places with you, Ramona.
Alrighty.
This last one is a spinach tomato balsamic blue topping.
Ooh, that
I
sounds
know.
fancy.
This is 2 tablespoons of olive oil to 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Okay, mix that.
This one sounds like a gourmet dog.
I know, doesn't it? This is a cup, half a cup, or a cup of halved grape tomatoes. Okay, get that all mixed in there.
Okay.
This is a cup of coarsely chopped spinach.
I just want to eat the toppings by themselves.
Half of a small, half of a small red onion.
Thank you, Kelly Brown, one of our producers here,
Yes.
who chopped all this stuff up.
She
and made it look
doubled
so
as
pretty.
the food stylist
We
today.
love Kelly.
And then blue cheese. Called for 1 ounce, you know, I say to taste. And then hit me with the salt and pepper there, Colleen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, a good little bit. Oh, yeah, come on, some more.
I need to be
Yeah, there you go. That's
more
good.
generous.
Yes,
Okay.
more generous. And then that
Look at that.
is the finished product. for
And
that,
what are you
which looks
serving
really
this on
pretty.
top of? Another
And this is on top of a sausage. Was recommended on a hotter sausage for this. I think
Something
the
a
blue,
little spicier, yeah.
The blue would counteract that.
Ah.
But again, you know, do with what what you like.
They're so colorful.
Yeah.
Is the food babe gone? Can I eat these? Is she gone?
She was horrified when we were preparing hot dogs. She was absolutely horrified. And of course, have some fun with it. Pair it with your favorite beer. I don't know, if you root for the Red Sox, you could go with like a Sam Adams. If you're going for the Cardinals, get your butt out. And if you are
Did you say get your butt out?
Bud.
Oh,
Bud
I was
Light.
about to say, you
Bud
really are
Select.
biased, aren't you?
Get your butt out of here.
Get them out. But if you want to do a baseball themed party, check Pinterest. There are really some great ideas. Put your peanuts and your popcorn on the table with a couple packages of Big League chewing gum, and it doesn't take much to really get into the spirit of it and have some fun.
Right.
with it.
These look really good.
They
Did we
do.
post these on our website?
They will be. They're not yet, but they will be.
They will be after the show. Okay, thank you so much, Allison.
And thank you to Women's Day.
Yes, thank you, Women's Day. Thank you. We like that very much.